Hello, you wonderful people. Sorry that I had to divide the videos for today in two parts. The problem is that I didn't want to upload a video that was 30 minutes long, but rather divide them in two shorter videos, and you can watch them as you please. The painting or illustration that I made now was completely done with the supplies that I got in the art box of Achatfell. As I've mentioned before, Achatfell loves to paint furries, and that's what I try to do as well. Somehow the colors inspired me to paint somewhat of a galaxy universe theme, and I made a bunny astronaut in space, and I just wanted to divide the background in these two parts that I have now there. For the background I used the dark blue or the indigo, the Prussian blue watercolor pencil from Caran d'Ache. For the astronaut itself, I used mainly the neon watercolors that Achatfell made herself from powders or pigment powders. This was the most fun part for me. I just couldn't stop playing with colors and layering them. They are a little bit harder to wet, but if you let the water sit in the pan a little bit, like for a couple of, not even minutes, it goes pretty well. The colors are really vibrant and neon. I don't have anything like that in my palettes, so it was a lot of fun to try out and to play around with it. As you can see, I layer quite a lot with those colors, because I wanted the astronaut to seem glowy. For shading I used the pencils mostly, and I used this powdery rose pencil for the bunny and its cheeks. The rest of the background is made with Ecoline liquid watercolor. The color is so beautiful, but it also looks a little bit like blood. It was still a lot of fun to play around with it. For the paper I used the Canson Mauval watercolor paper that Achatfell added in her box. And for the brush I used the Da Vinci brush that too was in the box. I had to add just one item to be able to finish my illustrations, and it was white ink. I know, I could have masked the stars that I added to the illustration, but masking fluid also wasn't in the box. Not that I missed it, it's just what I needed to finish this piece in particular. So with the white ink I added some stars in the end. Every other item was in the box. I even used this wonderful washi tape to mask off the edges. The first sketch was also made with one of the watercolor pencils, and as Achatfell suggested, it just vanished. I also got to try some of the sweets that I got in the box. The Mozart balls are made with marzipan and nougat and are very, very tasty. Love them. Now I wanted to talk a little bit about both of these wonderful ladies that we made this little collaboration with. As you've heard, this box is from Achatfell. Achatfell is a wonderful young lady who lives in Austria and also has a YouTube channel that is linked in the description box below. She uses mainly watercolor and tries out quite a lot. She is wonderful and fun, and I really like and enjoy her videos. She's also a very kind and nice person. So thank you for being my friend. The other lady that we are doing this collab with is Nasreen. Nasreen lives in Ireland. As you see, this collab is international and European. And Nasreen is a very nice and kind woman to you also. I will link in the description box. Nasreen paints mostly girls with big eyes. She just starts to use watercolors, and she mainly uses markers. She also crafts a lot and is just a very nice and kind woman. Also, Nasreen, thank you for being a friend. We have exchanged quite a lot of messages, and I'm very glad to have both of you. I'm very glad to know you, and thank you so much for being my friends. If you are curious about what the others have done with their boxes, head over to their channels. I guarantee that you will see some awesome art there. But as you may suspect, it wasn't just this box that was sent to us. Every one of us prepared one box for the others too. So in the next 2 weeks you will have to see what Nasreen and I have sent to the others. So if you're curious about that, stay on our channels and take a look at what we thought the others could like. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.